Colonel. Let's move on. The accused will tell this court, Colonel, that he denies that he ever made any call to Ms. Kelly Khumalo's number 082 7044358 using his number 0733059202 on the 2nd of August 2014.
Umsolestan uthi yana uzophika ukuthi washayela inamba kaKelly Khumalo 082704438 esebenzisa inamba yakhe egcina ngo9302 ngomhla ka2 August 2014.
As it is confirmed by Exhibit Triple JI.
Ngoba ke leyo kuqinisekiswa mbukiso Triple J1.
My Lord, the report I got from Colonel Stein differs with that. That's the first part. It confirms that there was a call made through data, as I've said, and linking the communication between Ms. Kelly Khumalo's cell phone and that of accused number 5, my Lord.
But the service provider does not have that record.
Secondly, my Lord, the exhibit we are looking at is not the exhibit of the downloads. That's why I said, my Lord, you need to look at the downloads themselves, because it contains the movement, it contains SMSs insofar as what Kenny took me through, SMSs and calls. So we are looking at the wrong document, trying to find that call. The call is contained in the downloads of Ms. Kelly Khumalo.
Ngoba lokho kutholakala kuma downloads la ukhombisa khona ukuthi yini eyayisebenzisa idatha okutholakala kuphela kuma download.
Secondly, the accused will deny that he made any call on the 15th of October 2014 at 17 hours 33 minutes 57 seconds to the number of Ms. Kelly Khumalo 082704438 using his number 0733059202 as it is confirmed in Exhibit Triple J1 of the service provider that the call at that point in time was made from a different number than that one belonging to accused number 5.
Usophika futhi umsola ukuthi yena washayela number kaKelly Khumalo esebenzisa ifoni yakhe egcina ngo 9302.
My Lord, the report of Colonel Stein says there was a call made on the 15th of August 2014 linking accused 5 to Ms. Kelly Khumalo, and secondly, as I've said, my Lord, we are looking at the wrong document trying to find that call. I was informed in terms of the report that the data, this call, you will find in the downloads of Ms. Kelly Khumalo, not the service providers' data or records, my Lord.
Angeke litholakale lolu cingo lolu lwashawa ngalelo langa lishayela liqhumanisa umhlolo wesihlanu noKelly Khumalo ngoba lokho esibhekile lana akunayo lo muntu ke esibhekile awunalo lolu cingo lutholakala kuphela kuma download.
Thirdly, Colonel, accused number 5 will tell this court that at no stage in his life and during the period of 2014, he ever communicated or called Ms. Kelly Khumalo.
Umsolestan uzothi yena akaze empilweni yakhe nangaso lesisikhathi lesikhulunywa ngaso akaze athintane noKelly Khumalo.
But my Lord, the statement of Colonel Stein says it did, insofar as the device is concerned, and that device. And that number is linked to accused number 5, my Lord.
Okay, thank you, Colonel. Let's move on, Colonel. Then my next question to you is that now, after receiving the information about the call that was made from Ms. Khumalo's number Did you ask Ms. Kelly Khumalo about this call that she received? If he knows accused number 5.
manje wambuza yini ukhweli Khumalo ngalolu cingo alwamkela nokuthi uyamazini umsolo wesihlanu.
Now Ms. Kelly Khumalo is a witness. We have received information that here there is a call that this witness received from this person. Did you then verify from Ms. Kelly Khumalo about this call?
manje wayeyini wayoqinisekisa ukhweli Khumalo ukuthi wayithola yini lolu cingo ngoba ngithi phela usutholile ulwazi olukutshela ukuthi ukhweli Khumalo kwaba nokuxhumana phakathi kwakhe nalolu cingo lomsolo wesihlanu.
My Lord, I think I dealt with this part, that Ms. Kelly Khumalo was then a person of interest. The moment her name was mentioned as a trigger point, that's how she was viewed, and the investigation which resulted in this was as a result of the confession that were made by accused number 1, subsequent accused number 2, and a number of things were discovered. So she wasn't a witness. We're looking at her as a person of interest, as a trigger point that led to the death of the deceased in this matter, my Lord.
manje njengoba sengichaza uSekheli Khumalo bathi mase kubonakala ukuthi ngabe kukhona kwaba khona ukuxhumana okuthizo kwaba khona uKheli Khumalo waqala ke singasambheki njengomuntu ongaba ufakazi sesimbheka njengomuntu ebese ngafanele simbeke iso yikho nje bese ngichazile njengoba sengichazile ukuthi asikwazanga ukuthi simbize ngaleyo ndlela.
Okay, so the answer is no if I get it from your explanation, Colonel. The answer is no.
Impendulo yakho ithi cha uzange uye uKheli Khumalo uyombuza ngalolu cingo.
Yes, because we're not viewing her as a witness, as has been put to me, my Lord.
Yebo ngoba besingambheki njengomuntu ongaba ufakazi.
Okay. Colonel, can you just school me here? I need to understand this terminology, person of interest in law. Maybe I've missed it in my experience. The person of interest.
Person of interest ngesingisi usoyachaza ukuthi
I want to understand the status, whether is a suspect or is a future accused. Future accused will be the suspect, or is an assailant, or it's a victim, or it's a complainant, or it's a witness. You have already said that you did not see him as a witness. Then can you assist me then so that I can also be able to understand the status of Ms. Kelly Khumalo in regards to these calls?
Ngiyosichazela ukuthi uhlobo lika lomuntu onjengoKheli Khumalo ubona lonjani njengoba ubusumbiza uthi ngesingisi person of interest ukuthi awusitshele ukuthi ufakazi noma umuntu othintekayo noma uyini.
My Lord, she was a suspect in simple terms
Oh,
because there were assertions or allegations labeled against her, and then subsequent to that, in corroborating the confessions of both accused 1 and 2, things were cropping up that were creating a picture that actually implicated or correlates or corroborate what is being said in the confessions of both accused 1 and 2.
Hayi ngakubeka nje kafishane ukuthi ke uyasoleka ngoba kukhona okwavela lapho ke umsolo oqala nosibili bamkela icala walo kwagcina kuveze isithombe sokuthi ke kukhona izinkomba ezithi naye kukhona okumxhumayo kunaleli cala.
Thank you, Colonel, so that I will also be able to follow the proceedings properly. Now that we are of the same view that Ms. Kelly Khumalo was or is a suspect in this matter, did you then ask Kelly Khumalo about the circumstances under which she received the call from accused number 5? What was being discussed? If I say the circumstances, it includes the commission of the offense. Kenneth.
Njengoba usichazile ukuthi uKheli Khumalo uyasoleka wayehamba yena wembuza ukuthi kanti yini ayikhulunywe kulolu cingo.
My Lord, I think I dealt with this part to say, firstly, the answer to the question is very specific. It's no.
No,
And
thank
I
you.
indicated that it was a prosecutorial driven investigation. Decision was taken that she should not be approached at the time. I dealt with this part even further to when I applied for the warrant of arrest for her, my Lord. So I dealt with this aspect. With greatest respect to Advocate Msholo, if she forgot.
Bese ngikhulumile ke ngaphambilini ngalokho ngoba njengoba bese ngishilo ukuthi uphenyo lethu lwaluholwa umshushisi okusho ukuthi kwathathwa isinqumo sokuthi ke singayi kuyena ngoba nanoma sengifise ukufaka isicelo sokuthi ke ayoboshwa kodwa ke leso sicelo leso kwathiwa sihoqiswa.
So the NPA prevented you from doing further investigations on these transactions.
With the greatest of respect, I don't think there's a type of proposition that can be made from to this witness.
My Lord, that's how I understood that the witness said it was a prosecutorial-driven investigations wherein he was advised not to approach or to pursue the suspect, which is Ms. Kelly. If I understood it, maybe I did not understand when you say the state, the prosecutorial.
My Lord, Counsel should know that the DPP exercises a discretion in a constitutional, within the confines of the Constitution. There's no such thing as preventing anyone from doing anything. The DPP exercises his discretion, his powers within the confines of the Constitution. We therefore submit, my Lord, that that is not a type of proposition that can be put to a witness.
My Lord, I'm also aware of those powers for the DPP. I've also been a state advocate for 24 years.
Why do you differ?
My
State
Lord-
advocates, why do two state advocates differ? And
The powers of the NPA?
yeah, and then you're differing.
Yes, my Lord.
So I don't know what law you both read.
My Lord, the
Because
witness,
it has got to be similar if it's law.
my Lord, the witness referred to the prosecutorial. The witness, that word came from the witness, my Lord. And then I took it to say, in the umbrella of the prosecutorial, to say it's the state, my Lord, and not SAPS. I can rephrase that, my Lord.
This witness, the police officer, he doesn't have powers to charge anybody. That's how I learned my law
Correct.
about 50 years ago.
Yes, my Lord, which is good. It's
Yeah.
good what he did. He listened to NPA. That's why I'm asking, is it the NPA that prevented you from doing anything, from making the follow-ups on the transaction, this transaction that I'm dealing with, my Lord? Making the follow-up with the person who had been identified, my Lord, as the suspect, to find out the circumstances
Yes,
or
sir.
any information as the investigating officer. And the witness says, no, he was prevented by NPA.
No, but that's not correct, my Lord. I didn't say that.
And just to add, the witness said there is an ongoing investigation against Ms. Kelly Khumalo. I don't know where the word,
I didn't hear the word
where
prevented.
counsel gets
I thought Ms.
the impression that
Brigadier
the witness was
Ginanda says
prevented.
that
Yes.
he was advised
Yes.
not to approach
Yes.
Ms. Kelly
Yes.
at that time.
At
Yes.
that stage, my Lord, but
That's
not
unusual.
to stop the investigation. At no stage the MPA said investigation insofar as Ms. Kelly Khumalo should not be conducted. In fact, on the contrary, that directive was given that we should investigate further and collect more evidence. That is why, my Lord, I said then subsequently in November 2020, I then made a submission of further instructions or evidence that we collected. That was based on instruction from the NPA to say, collect more evidence and present it. So there was no instruction from NPA to say Ms. Kelly Khumalo must not be pursued or investigated, my Lord.
So, my Lord, that's the reason why I used the word prevented, because the witness said he was advised not to proceed to do further investigations on this person.
No, that's not what I said, my Lord.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I said.
Let's leave it. Can we move forward? It's there on record.
Yes, but that's not what I said, my Lord.
Okay. If you're advised not to approach this person, you were advised, you were prevented from approaching this person.
No, No, my lord. There's a different, preventing is blocking someone. But when you are guided by prosecution to say, at this stage, do not approach this person, conduct further investigation, that's not prevention. You are given instruction to collect more evidence insofar as the suspect that you are pursuing. That is how it happened. I was not told, do not pursue this person. That's not correct. That's why we
Can I
define that.
proceed with
regard.
the last
Angizange
question?
nginqatshelwe ukuthi ngiqhubeke nophenyo. Into engayitshelana ukuthi ngingayi kuyena kodwa ke engakwazi ukwenza ukuthi ngiqhubeke nophenyo kodwa ke yena ngingamthinti okwamanje.
Can I proceed with one last question, my lord, before we adjourn?
Yeah.
Thank you, my lord. Colonel, is it also correct that because of the circumstances that we have just testified about now or recently, you did not verify from Ms. Kelly Khumalo if these calls, the 2 calls that we are talking about, were eventually made by Mr. Ntuli or by someone else using the number for Mr. Ntuli?
So zange uqinisekisa ukukheli Khumalo ukuthi lamakhole lezingcingo zenziwa uNtuli noma omunye umuntu.
My lord, I did not talk to Ms. Kelly Khumalo, but I'm sitting with expert statement that says calls were made. I'm not sure whether I was expected now to get Ms. Kelly Khumalo to say, no, I did not make this call. I was sitting with an expert who gave me a report that these calls were made. Subsequent to that, he made an affidavit. How could I doubt that? I'm not so sure where else do I need now to go and verify with someone who does not have an expertise. There's an expert, he says calls were made. He gives me the downloads. I'm not so sure, my lord, what will be the relevance of me contacting even accused number 5 insofar as those calls are concerned. There was an expert who gave me the report and he made an affidavit to that regard.
Cha angizange ngiye kukheli Khumalo ngoba into eyayikhona ukuthi nganginochwepheshe la owangitshela ukuthi lezi ngcingo zenziwe and futhi kwakune affidavit ayebhalile echaza lokho manje mina ngingenaso isizathu sokuthi ngingangabaza lokho ayengitshela kona ukuthi lezi ngcingo zenziwe.
So the answer is no to my question.
It is no, because I had an expert, my lord. In other words, I did not doubt my expert.
Thank
The
you.
expertise of Colonel Stein speaks for himself. So I had no doubt that what he's telling me is proper and correct, my lord.
Cha angizange ngikwenze lokho ngoba nganginombiko ovela kuchwepheshe wami and futhi ngangingenaso isizathu sokuthi ngingabaze umbiko ovela kuchwepheshe.
Thank you, Brigadier. My lord, the time is 11:28. Can I ask that we take a short adjournment?
Okay.